And now we're going to get into tattooing Cameron's arm. Or drawing. We're going to draw on Cameron's arm. So this drawing on Cameron's arm, guys, we only have like 10 minutes. I'm going to go quick. I'm going to go quick and kind of show you and walk you through like what's going on in my head as I draw and design. And next week, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually finish the design. Like tonight or tomorrow or something. I'm going to continue drawing it out so that next week everyone can see the completed drawing. And then we're going to actually tattoo.
Yeah.
And by tattooing here live, you guys can see, I guess I could walk you through what goes on in the tattoo artist's mind as he's tattooing and what you have to do and how you have to think. And
all the thoughts you have, just say it. Like, sit still. I said sit still. I want you to say it like out loud.
Stop shaking. Stuff like that. All right, so let me get ready, and we're going to start designing Cameron's tattoo right now.
Oh, cool.
All right, guys.
So you're on.
So let's get this right.
Wow.
So you could see his arm right here. As you could see, he has a half sleeve already. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I do, and just to preface this, we did a consultation. So Cameron's, this is a memorial piece for his grandfather. His grandfather passed, and I actually did this tattoo before his grandfather passed. And this tattoo is for his family and his roots from Guam. Like he's Chamorro or from Guam. And he has a Guam seal here. Here, bend down a little bit. So he has a Guam seal here, as you could see. We have latte stones in here for strength, genealogy, growth, because he's he just turned 21, actually. Happy late birthday again. So the leaves represent family going around because family was the most important thing to him. New growth or new life, that's what these Marquesian crosses represent, is like a shedding, like a crab shedding of his old life into a new, he's becoming a man, rite of passage pretty much. Strength, genealogy, his ancestor. So right here, his ancestor, this represents his ancestors watching over him. Now his grandfather just passed, so what I'm going to do first is I have his story in my head, and I'm going to just keep that in there as I start designing. And when I first design, I see these bold lines coming down and the movement and the flow. So with the flow that he has going on, I want to make sure that the flow continues down here. And the reason why I have him standing up, and I always have everyone standing up, is because I'm going to move his arm up, down, left, right, every direction when I'm designing, because of the fact that I want to make sure, one second, I want to make sure that,
over right there.
All right, sorry about that. We're getting the cameras done right. I want to make sure that he, or the tattoo looks perfect in every direction. When people are looking from this way, when people are looking from this way, when he lifts his arm up, every single thing's got to look good. I'm going to go with his muscle structure, but I'm also going to go with what he already has.
Okay.
So this goes along with people that come in with tattoos I haven't done or other tattoos. Same thing. So right off the bat, like earlier in the intro, I drew this line right here because I'm going around this muscle, but I'm also going in line with this line right here. Can you guys see the line? Can you see what I'm doing? I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is powerful. So I'm going to want to kind of go in the same motion. So I'm going to draw a line right here. You know, a lot of people ask, what pen am I using? I guess that's interesting to know. Because they're like, oh, you could draw them. So this pen, actually I got from Walmart. And thanks to Suni, shout out to Suni, or the IslandTAT artist, for 99 cents at Walmart. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because this pen is like $2.
Dang.
And this is a tattoo pen. It's called a saltwater pen or brass pen.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for drawing on skin. So you artists out there, Walmart. There's a pack of like 15.
Always comes in clutch.
$1. Okay. So So I'm going to draw this, and then right here, this symbol will look good if it flows down here. Now, I don't know. Can you guys see this? Like,
If
talk
you
to
turn
me,
his
because I can't
turn
really-
his the pit that way, yeah, there you go. That's good.
So again, this is the reason why I draw the symbols out, is because I want to see it. I want to see what's going on, because a lot of times I'll draw something and then I'll see something else. Like I wouldn't have saw that other thing if I didn't draw this out. And as I draw this symbol, and it's really rough. I'm just drawing real rough draft just to get an idea. And then after, when I go over it with the marker, I go over it like really good with straight lines and everything. But I just want an idea. So right here, I'm getting a better idea of what's happening. Now I'm going to want this line to be thick.
Can't see out of the frame.
I'm going to want this line to be thick.
If you guys flip spots, you probably see it because the light's behind Cameron.
But I...
That's okay.
That's okay. You're good.
Okay. Do you think if you move the camera and like do it mobile, it'll work or no?
No, because I'll be blocking the light.
Okay.
We're good. We can see it. See all
All
those
right.
muscles.
Yeah, Cameron's out of control over here. Okay, so we have so this would be all bold.
Okay.
And a lot of it I have to visualize in my own head to know, and I do. I kind of been doing this a while. I kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like. So with that bold, this bold, now balance is really important. So we're starting to have balance in that. I like symmetry. I know a lot of things aren't symmetrical, but symmetry is pleasing to the eye. It's just, it feels good. It whatever feels good, I think should be. So if it's going to be symmetrical and it's better symmetrical, it's more work,
Yeah.
because if it's off, you could really tell it's off. But I don't care about more work. I care about it being perfect. It has to be the best it could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
So these leaves represent family, and that's good because his whole tattoo is about family. His whole life is about family. That's his culture, and it's a memorial tattoo, which is family as well. So we have this piece going down. I have to think about that because right here, this area is going to have to flow at some point with something. So I'm just drawing some lines, and this is what I normally would do. I'll just kind of draw some lines that I might erase later or I might leave. I don't know. It all depends. I'll probably do this one thicker too.
Oh, yeah. Legacy. There you go. Good shot.
So bold lines are really good
Mhm.
because it frames everything else. And you don't want it too bold though, because then it overpowers the tattoo. I drew a line right down here because of the fact that it gives good, it doesn't always have to flow. Like this isn't flow, right? Because it's just straight. But when he puts his arm up like this, it's going to be like this straight line. And that's...
It's in a... Yeah, I get what you're
that's
saying.
good, you know, because
Mhm.
movement, it's flowing forward. And that's powerful. That's good. And he has flow going around his muscle, so that's okay. So what I'm going to do is draw a line straight down. And as I'm doing this, I'm kind of like always looking and watching it too to see like, is this right? Is
So you
this
want to
gonna
make
work?
sure, like, when you move the arms, because it flexes on its own, you want to make sure it all flows, right? Is that what you mean by flowing too?
Yeah, well, flow is movement,
Okay.
right? And with a line, their movement is right here. This
Yeah.
is movement. This is flow.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is straight.
Yeah.
So does this match with this? Well, it can. If I have other things coming around
Mhm.
like this,
Yeah.
symmetrical, and this is straight down with the face on top, and this is coming up and around, that'll look good. It'll be fine.
I
It'll
just
look
seen the
good.
tattoo done on my head right now. It's crazy.
You want you want a pen?
No. It just
on the
popped
spot
in my
again.
head. Yeah, no. I'll be just putting a bunch of shark teeth right down the middle.
Shark's teeth. I like this right down the middle.
Oh, wow.
Normally, well, all tattoos are different, right? Now, if this is his ancestors, this could be his genealogy. And that's what comes like first thought, not warrior spirit or fighting and all this other stuff. Like in our last show, we talked about genealogy and fighting spirit and how they're different. I was taught that spearheads, and there's a different name for it, but it could represent genealogy, your ancestors, your descendants, and generation one after another, stacked onto each other, which means it never ends. So down here, I'm not going to want to end like that. I'm going to want to end like this, where it's just it just keeps going. And
I see
again,
it.
this is just rough draft. I mean, I'm going to make everything straight later. Now with these pens, even the skin scribes or the brass pen, no matter what, you always got to keep it facing down, or else the ink's gonna not drip. It's gonna dry out, whatever. So you artists watching, leave tips. We're always trying to learn, and this is about learning, but learning the right way.
With an open mind.
Yeah, and kind of talking it out. Talking with each other, creating a community where we can have open discussion about things like this.
Dang.
So I would do a thick black line right here, only because to bring balance. You have thick black here, just bring it down, maybe, to add to that flow. Now, this muscle right here,
Yeah.
I'm going to want, I feel like it's coming up and over. I feel that, like something has to come up and over this area, like we talked about earlier. So I'm going to kind of draw this, and I kind of see the ferns, because you got ferns here and ferns up here. But I'm going to draw this in. Now there's a difference, okay? Look at that. So you have a line coming thin,
Yeah.
and it gets wide, like that.
Yeah.
Now, look at the difference if I did this. If I framed it, and instead of going small, I just went the same size all the way around.
Oh.
See, that's a whole different look.
Yeah.
Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah, yeah. You can see it.
It's a whole different look. There's no flow to that.
No.
It's constant. It's like, I guess, stable. It's just steady. Boom. It's just there, right?
Yeah, it looks simple, like.
And there is place for that. There is, but not right here. Because right here you're gonna I wanna do this, and then right here I'm seeing like a bold line to frame it,
Yeah.
and then I want to do another one. And again, I'm just watching. I'm just seeing what does it look like? I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not, but what does it look like? So I'll put the arm like this out.
Yeah.
And take a look. And I'm going to go from left to right and feel it out. Does that look right? Does it feel right? The feeling is like so important. You know what I like about this is these lines are coming here, and this line is coming up that way. So you have this like motion.
Yeah, it's
like
opening.
that.
Yeah.
And I like that look. This line's bold, that's bold. Okay, it's feeling good. So right here, I'm gonna see if this works where I do a fern.
And the ferns are for
Growth.
growth. Okay.
Like new growth and beginnings, you know?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Cameron, James said, "Stay strong and don't cry like he did when Josh was tatting him last season."
James is at home like excited, going, "Oh, I can't wait."
So it's all love, Cam. It's all love.
Shout out to James. He's not here with us, but you know, he's out there supporting, watching, doing his thing. He's got a lot going on. He'll be with us sometime, right?
Yeah, he'll come.
Okay, so right here, looking at the back, I see the face, right? The tiki,
Yeah.
the cross.
Mm-hmm.
I see these spears coming down. It has to be symmetrical to me, like to feel good. It has to be symmetrical because when I'm seeing it, when he's walking,
Yeah.
and it just, I don't know. For me, it's gotta feel right. It's gotta be balanced and feel right. And again, this is my style. This is just what I'm thinking in my head because I see a lot of people don't do symmetry, and I don't do symmetry in everything. It's just some things I do, and I feel like it is harder because look, I have to balance it. I have to make it all. It has to be perfect, pretty much, which nothing's perfect, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's like you always tell us, you know, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, you know? So if you're in a rush and just throwing stuff together, it's going to show, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you're always explaining to us to take your time, and it's a process.
So pretty much, I'm going to draw just these markers where the ferns are.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I turn his arm over, I can complete the design because I just want it to be the same area. Okay, so I can come back on this side and design this. Now, right here, what's important is I could just come bring it all the way down, but I also, when his arm is like this, like flat,
Yeah.
he's looking at his wrist like if he had a watch right here, okay? He's seeing it. And what would look good is if he had like something right here to kind of balance it off instead of just all like lines coming across.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a guideline center in his arm.
Auntie Sherry wanted to know, once you draw it, will you be tattooing all night?
No, no. This is something new. We're just kind of designing, and I'm walking everyone through like what goes on in my mind as I design a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm gonna do is just take a picture. I'm gonna finish the design later, and then next week before the show, I'm gonna redraw the same design on them, or whatever is the completed design, and then we're going to start tatting. So this will be the tattoo for this season, and little by little we'll just start with the outline and complete it. It's going to be a big project. So, but what's cool is you guys are going to get to see it from designing all the way through to complete it full sleeve.
We got another comment. My uncle Carl, he commented, "How's it, Josh?"
Oh, how's it, Law?
Said he feels his pain, but it'll flow into a beautiful sleeve.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Okay, so right here, and this is how long it takes. I mean, it takes an hour or two just to design because I erase, I draw, I erase. I do not do it the traditional way of just getting a machine and going for it.
Do clients ever get, I I don't know, like lightheaded while you design, or do you have to have them sit down every once in a while, or?
I had a client get lightheaded,
Oh,
but you can normally tell and then have them.
like chill.
Yeah, because see, if they're sitting down, their whole body structure changes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they're sitting down and I have their arm,
Mm-hmm.
like I want to see everything how it is when he's standing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and when you sit, skin pulls different ways. I mean, it might be okay, but then what happens if I want to do this, or, you know, lift it or move it a certain way, turn them around like this way so I could take a look back. I'm gonna have them keep standing up. Really, I wouldn't. I would just kind of wing it,
Yeah.
right? I would just be like lazy and be like, nah, that's fine, and it's never fine.
No,
It's never
yeah.
okay.
Mm-mm.
So if they need a break and sit down, that's fine. We could sit down. Oh, okay, yeah, right here.
James had a question that have you ever designed or drawn a whole piece and a client said they didn't like it? And what
Oh,
do
good
you do if that
question.
happens?
If I design a whole piece and they just don't like it, they're not feeling it, I wipe it off and they don't get it. I had people, you know, I design a whole piece and then they, well, not really no more, but in the past I've had them like try and take pictures of it and not get it,
Yeah.
so that they could go to their friend and, you know, get it done. Which
Oh,
it will,
okay.
it'll never work out. It
Yeah.
just, you know, it never work out. But I haven't had that in a while, actually.
I just want to answer this.
You could tell though. People try to be sneaky. You could
Yeah.
totally tell with people like what's going on.
No, I wasn't the client that almost passed out. They asked if it was me.
Who?
My uncle.
Uncle Carl?
Yeah, he said, was it Robert that got lightheaded standing
Oh,
up?
no. No.
Only when he did the backside of my arm, I got lightheaded. That was torture.
Okay, so I don't know if the camera can see this, but right here you have a different angle. So this point is coming down sharp,
Oh yeah, I can see
which this opening is small, and then it goes to a big opening.
it. Okay.
I can't, everything has to be parallel, everything has to be the same size. So if I draw a pathway all the way down like this, then that leaves this opening.
Oh.
But what's good is I can blacken this in, and it pretty much frames this area.
Yeah.
And this is going to be black. So what I probably would do is drop this black line right here, like that. And in the end, right now, it's just pen, so it might not look right or whatever. It will.
Mhm.
It'll look fine, like I already know. So this is going to come down. What time is that? I'm probably over time, huh?
I was looking at 7:45.
Okay, yeah, we're over time. Okay, so I do this side the same. I'll figure out what to do on the inside here. I want to do community because family's important to him. We have his journey, a bird right here. I probably want to do, I'm probably going to do like a cross right here. Okay, well, that's all the time we have. I guess I try to break down as much as I could. This is kind of an idea of his tattoo,
Mm.
if you can see. Maybe we'll take this off and maybe you can like see the whole tattoo. With the flow, I guess. And again, it's a rough draft. So when I design it, you guys can reference this rough draft, ugly like drawing, like quick sketch, and then see what it looks like in the end.